Welcome to Arcade Sunday. Today I'm going to talk about a new operating system for one of my cabinets.
It's Arcade Sunday. Okay, as always, we're going to start off with powering up the arcade, or at least just one machine for now. Let this thing start up and warm up, and then we are going to transplant the whole new ROM set from this memory stick straight into the new GroovyArcade 2024. I must say I quite enjoy the new splash screen on startup. It's pretty cool, like depicting the CRT bleeding of the three colors there. It looks pretty cool. Okay, so on initial startup, this is what you get. It's standard front end, which I had on the last system. There's a lot of polishing up to do, etc. All of these ROMs don't work, in fact, or maybe one or two of them do. So what I'm going to basically do is go into the back end, remove all of these old ROMs and copy the new ROMs straight onto this machine. And let's see how we do that very quickly. I'm going to exit attract mode. This will basically bring us back to the back-end operating system. Then I'm going to start the new desktop. This is quite a major improvement in GroovyArcade, I have to say, because you've got a graphical user interface to deal with ROMs and copy stuff and move things around. Make it a lot easier for a lot of people. It's well, I've got a mouse here. So once you've mounted your USB drive, you can go to the top here, find places. It'll show up the USB stick should appear there. This is just the folder I use to copy the ROMs into. So I'm going to go ahead and select all these, just like Windows, Control A, right click, copy, then locate the location where the installation is done. It would be default would be shared ROMs name, and here they all are. So these are the existing ones. I'm going to actually go ahead and delete all of these. These are all old version, and then I'm going to go ahead and paste the new ones in from the USB drive, which I've just copied. Alright, so all the ROMs have copied across. I've also got a folder of marquees which I'm going to try to use. Again, whether these are actually going to work or not, I don't know. I'm just going to copy it while I'm here. I'm going to give it a try and see if they actually appear. So there are a few here. These are the default ones, the ones that come with the GroovyArcade setup. I'm going to go ahead and paste in a couple of other random ones for testing. So some games like DLC, Altered Beast, Aliens, Aero Fighters, Asteroid Deluxe, etc. Blah, 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 blah. Those should have marquees listed if those are shown up. There does not appear to be a quick way back to the GA setup or to the front end, so I'm just going to go ahead and reboot into that password again, which is the default is arcade, the same as the username. It's going to go ahead with a full reboot, and then we're going to get back to the GUI and I'll show you the next step. Okay, so the machine has successfully restarted. Notice the dog intensively barking in the background as usual. I'm going to go ahead here and press tab. I'm going to go to emulators, I'm going to MAME, then I'm going to go to generate collection ROM list, override existing list, say yes. This will take some time to complete, but basically it reads the ROMs against the files and then creates an XML that the front end can read and display the names of the games that are actually on the system.
Generating ROM list 70%, 89%, 100%.
Once that is complete, you can go back again, and then you'll be presented with your new list of games that I've just copied on and worked with. As you can see, the marquees have worked, so I'm just get the rest of the set to fill in for the rest of the games. So I'll give you a screenshot which I've placed myself, and the marquee I'll get all those myself. So the ones that I've got marquees for, they do seem to be appearing. There's World Rally, Zane Selena, I made that myself. Okay, I don't think I got that. So interesting, yes. So I guess that's pretty much ready to play. I'm going to button down this machine and have a bit of play testing. So pretty basically, I've got all my original sort of favorites listed in this list here. Most of them having correct artwork and not all of them having the marquee. I'll get that right. This is one of the games that I have heard about and haven't been able to play yet. This is Knights of Valor. Apparently very good sort of modernish beat 'em up kind of game. I must say this game does look pretty epic, like a modern day Golden Axe. Yeah, I think a lot has been taken from a lot of games, a lot of the Capcom side-scrolling beat 'em ups. Golden Axe for sure, with those classic characters, a lot of pretty clean looking graphics. I mean, I think this is a game that would be really fun to play with right through, probably with a 2-player. But definitely not cheating the game. I would probably start off with like a 3-credit game only or something like that. But yeah, that's something to look at in the future. So yeah, look out for the Knights of Valor video coming out sometime in the future. This is another game that I've known about but haven't really played much of due to emulation issues. Horizon by Irem. This I believe is like 85. So yeah, pretty much running on the Moon Patrol kind of engine. Actually looks very much like Moon Patrol in the way that it presents, just with slightly more modern graphics. We even see this looks very Moon Patrol-esque at the top here. Certainly a game that I'm going to be playing in the near future if it runs properly, but I'll come back to this game as soon as I can in the video sometime soon. Strangely enough, another Irem game, this time a little bit more modern, Gunforce 2. I have played Gunforce 1 and I did have this previously on this cabinet, but never seen or heard of 2, so I thought I would just grab it, install it and see how it goes. Very much sort of Metal Slug / Contra-esque kind of game. Again, it's something I haven't really played much of, so I can't really comment just yet. Another game that I definitely want to come back to and show off in more of a showcase video sometime soon. It looks pretty good actually, like very good looking detail in the graphics and interesting game promise. So yeah, we'll come back to this one at some point soon. Now this is another bit of a quirky game, Dynamite Ducks. We did actually see this back in the day. I had this at one of my large city arcades. I also played the Commodore 64 version, which was a reasonably playing game. Didn't look very good, but it played pretty well, relatively faithful to the arcade. It's not something I take very seriously, this game. I never really enjoyed this game, quite honestly. It does have a very unique isometric kind of graphic style, and it can be quite fun playing in 2-player mode. Not really something that I'm going to be pursuing much, but I think I'm going to possibly do a video on this at some point later, seeing it is Sega anyway. Okay, so here's another game, Cotton, based on a very famous anime, I believe. Apparently it's been rated pretty well. It's a sort of a cute 'em up, sort of side-scrolling cute 'em up, I guess. So yeah, this is going to be a bit of fun. I do know that it's been quite well revered in Japan, clearly. It's very Japanese. In any event, we'll definitely try and give this a go at some stage, maybe a cute 'em up special featuring Parodius Da, possibly. Nonetheless, it's something for another day. Another game along the same lines as Cotton possibly is Chuka Tyson from 1988. I believe it's a Taito game. Sort of also a side-scrolling sort of cute 'em up, if you would, and yeah, it looks like it could be fun. Actually reminds me a little bit of Wonder Boy 3 Monster Lair when in the flying stages. That kind of feel to the graphics, actually very, very similar style of play to that. So yeah, well, definitely probably soon, hopefully check this out in another video. Okay, so I got hold of Puzzle Bobble 3. I don't think this PC running the system is powerful enough to emulate the sound properly, but I'm sure the game will be playable, just the audio won't be so good. So it's a game I may or may not cover in a short or in the near future. But I played this on the PlayStation 1. Again, another one of those games where great fun two-player game, can be played in single-player guys pretty well too. And just like that, Arcade Sunday out. I hope to see you soon in another upcoming video. As always, have a great arcade gaming week, and cheers for now.